everybody, welcome back to my channel. And I actually got asked to do this video, so I'm gonna keep my promise. Okay, so I was asked on one of my YouTube shorts to make a video about how the college experience is and how to get ready for college, and I wanted to help a little bit. So I'm gonna start off first by saying I don't have like the typical college experience that everybody has, because I know college, like when you think of it, is like partying, work, all that stuff. Like I'm more in the work part than the partying side. That's also because I'm 25 and I'm just there to like get my damn diploma, my degree, call it a day. Okay, let me get into a little bit of what I have done so far. So basically, I started college in January, so you can sign up for college during like different semesters, like different seasons. We got winter, summer. It really depends on your program, but I had some trouble before applying in the first place. I was supposed to start in fall, but I ended up starting in winter semester. I took like the faster pace course. What I just did was I just finished my first year of college in 8 months. So I got no summer break, and this week is like the last week for exams. Last week I had a few exams. This week I'm finishing up the rest. But yeah, I got no summer, but I get to finish school earlier. So my program is a 2-year program, but I'll be done in like a year and 4 months. That's insane. So first things first, I would like to say, if you are going to college, please find out what you want to do. And I know it's hard because in high school they're always telling you like, oh, you need to figure out what you want to do for the rest of your life, and that didn't sit right with me. Okay, one thing about me, I am very indecisive, and if you're telling me I have to do something for the rest of my life, I'm gonna make sure that decision counts. Because let's say I was just coming out of high school, I wanted to be a criminologist, but after that, after a few years, I was just like, I don't really think that I would enjoy being a criminologist. Like, yes, I love watching crime shows and stuff like that, psychopath tendencies. But that's different. Like, yes, you have hobbies, things you like, but there's always like something that wouldn't fit right as an occupation. So you gotta really see it through. And that's the thing with parents, especially if you have Asian parents. The minute you finish high school, they're like, you have to get on your shit, you need to start going to college, applying, whatever. And at that time, you might feel lost. You're 18. When I was 18, I literally thought I knew everything. I thought I was so grown, I was so knowledgeable, like I knew everything. But no, I didn't. Like, I didn't really learn enough about myself. And not to mention, I failed high school and graduated the year after. I didn't get like a graduation, but I graduated. Believe me, okay? During high school, I realized like my mental health was getting in the way and it wasn't helping me perform. I would skip so much because I didn't know how to deal with my mental health. So I did not want to go to college if I wasn't mentally prepared. So I had to get mentally prepared, and I had to learn a lot about myself. I actually took 7 years off, which is crazy, but I took 7 years off, and during those 7 years I worked. I had many different jobs. Everybody's like, why are your jobs so random? It's because like I want to figure out what I like, what I don't like, all these things. Like, I'm trying to learn myself in this process. And I had like a cleaning job, I had a telephone company job, I worked with home renovations, many different jobs and in different fields, because I wanted to know what I like. Don't let anybody tell you, this is another thing, sorry, I'm like all over the place, but you'll get the point. Don't let anybody tell you what you should do. I don't care who they are, your parents, your family member, your cousin, your friend. It doesn't matter who it is. Don't let them tell you what you want to do. At the end of the day, you're spending the money. Yes, maybe get advice, but the option should be from your heart. You should not be like, oh my gosh, like these people want me to be a nurse, this person wants me to be a doctor, this person wants me to be a police officer, I should do it. No, do what you want to do. And yes, it took 7 lengthy years for me to get my mental health right, but I knew that college would be insane. Post-secondary is insane. So I had to figure myself out. I had to get myself mentally right because I didn't want to slack off in college. I'm paying for it, okay? So first and foremost, if you need a few years off, even if it's just 1 year, I feel like you could do a lot in 1 year. But I was a little bit depressed, going through my own things, spiraling, struggling to pick myself up, literally. I took 7 years, but you don't have to take 7 years. But the thing is, college is always there. If you want to go when you're 30, 35, 40, it doesn't matter. I walked into college feeling really nervous. Tell me how. Everybody's fucking nervous. Don't be nervous. I know you're going to be a little bit nervous, but everyone is nervous. Even my professor in my first semester, he walked in, he was talking, he was pacing back and forth, his voice was a little shaky. I'm like, I could tell when someone's nervous because I get super nervous, and that kind of made me feel a little bit like comfortable, if that makes sense, because I'm like, wow, like even the professor is nervous. Imagine how many other people are here who are nervous. So don't be shy, don't shy away from your experience, just do you. Number 1, take some time off if you really need it to figure yourself out. Number 2, be mentally prepared. Number 3, learn a lot about yourself so you can pick the right program. Now, a lot of people, they pick the wrong program because people rush them into it, or they think that it's something that they will like, but they end up like not liking it while they're in college. That's fine. Trust me, there's not a day where I go to school where I don't think about dropping out. But I don't, because I'm like, I'm so far deep in, I paid so much money, and don't tell anybody, but I kind of like it. So for the stress, whatever, think about your future. But yeah, like I commend anybody who goes to college, university, or even attempted to. Like even if you dropped out, I still commend you for that, because you tried it. Maybe school isn't your thing, and that's fine. You know, there's so many different outlets in this world right now. Like I said, don't be nervous. Because I know sometimes my anxiety, I don't know about you guys, but my anxiety starts tweaking and I'm like, I don't even want to go because I'm just so nervous. I ruin so many opportunities because I'm anxious. So don't let that get to you. When you're ready, you know you're ready, you know what you want to do, try it out. Even if you end up finding out that you don't like it, don't be hard on yourself. You know, you could always switch it. There's people in my program who has been there for like 2 years, you know, trying to get their life together, and they end up dropping out and going to a different course. And that's fine. We're all growing, we're all learning about ourselves. Like if you find that this is not something for you, then it's fine. Okay, another thing I want to say about college is you might think, oh, college will be easier than university. I feel like university and college are kind of hand in hand. I know it sounds crazy, but they're hard in their own ways. Okay, so university is more like basically a lot of studying, a lot of sitting in lectures, just a lot of people in general. I feel like college is like more small classes, and yes, it's more hands-on, but don't get it twisted. Every single course that you pick, don't even try to pick a course because you think it's gonna be easy. For me, I didn't pick my course because I thought it was going to be easy. It's because I actually wanted to do it. But it was one of the easier courses in my mind, because I'm like, oh, it's not like nursing, it's not being a doctor, it's not engineering. What I realized is everything is hard. Nothing in life is easy, and I already knew that, so whatever. But I always thought, like, I just always thought it was going to be easier. It ain't. Every single thing has its own obstacles. So in college, not only are you doing hands-on stuff, don't think that you're just going in there and it's all hands-on and you don't have to read a book or write anything or write an essay, APA format, none of that. Like, you will. There's a lot of theory, there's a lot of background information you need to learn about any career path you want to go through, like the laws, ethic, morals, the science behind it. All these things you will learn. I'm betting you on it, because when you go out there in the work field, of course you want to know what the heck you're doing. So all these things are part of that. Also, the electives, I just can't stress enough about electives. In college, I don't really see why it's necessary for electives. I mean, I guess sometimes you could pick an easy one and it'll boost your GPA and whatever, which is cool, but don't see why. I just want to pay for the courses that is going to help me in my career, further me in my career, and that's just that. Like, I don't want to take no writing class, no math class, no classes about dinosaurs. People are taking classes about dinosaurs because you have to pick an elective. Wasting my time, wasting my money, wasting my energy. I have so many other classes to worry about. You're gonna have to pick an elective. Another thing is, when you're signing up for courses, figure out when the day is, the time that you are allowed to pick your courses, because you need to get on that stat. I'm telling you, you'll regret it if you don't. Try to build a schedule that's built around you. That's what I like. Like, you get more freedom to like pick when your classes are gonna be. But if you come even 1 second late, all of those classes could get filled up. Other people will take the time slots, and then you're gonna be left with a shitty schedule, which you don't want. And what I would suggest, in my first semester, I had like big breaks in between my classes. Don't do that. You're gonna get so tired. You're gonna be like, why did I do this? I had like a 3-4 hour break in between my classes. So I wake up at 7 o'clock, go to school for like sit in class for 3 hours, wait for another 3 hours, then go to my other class. Don't do that. Try to like do back-to-back classes if you can, so that you have more time for your day, because another thing that I realized in college is I don't have time to myself. So try to like balance your life. It's gonna be hard, but try to balance your life so that you're not only focusing on school, because as a student, when you get home, you're still a student. You're still finishing up assignments, finishing up like a lot of projects, like all these things. So try to find time in your day for yourself, do something for yourself, socialize, be out with your friends, all these things, because like it's gonna get to you if you don't have a balance. I don't know if you guys are like that, but when I don't have a balance in my life, I start tweaking out. I start getting mad as hell, because everybody needs time to themselves. Everybody needs time with their loved ones. Yes, school is important, but don't let it deteriorate your mental health. I say that as it's deteriorating my mental health. I'm not trying to scare you guys. I'm just keeping it real. Just keeping it real. Also, another thing I would like to say is talk to people. I know that is kind of scary. Like I said though, a lot of people are nervous. When I first walked into school, I was like, I'm not gonna make any friends because I don't know how to talk to people. I was a little bit awkward, and also I was like, I don't care if I make new friends or not. Like, I'm not here to make friends. But that's just always my mindset. My wonderful friend Lauren actually came up to me during the first week of school, and she was like, hey, like, do you want to go like find our class together? And we've been locked in ever since. Locked the fuck in. It really helps to have friends, because I feel like if you're just going to school and sitting there by yourself, like, yes, you might be a little bit more focused, but who says you can't be focused with friends? And it's also the fact that like friends, they could help you. Like me and my friend Lauren, we help each other. You know, sometimes we don't understand something, we'll help each other. Sometimes one person forgot about something, we'll just, you know, help each other out. And it's mutual, so it's not like, oh, she's doing more than me, I'm doing more than her. We're just helping each other out, and that is very nice. And my program is very female oriented, so it really like makes me feel safe in a way, where like so many other girls just come up and talk to me, and it's just like regular, and it feels nice to socialize, because for the 7 years I was out of school, I really wasn't socializing like that. So it was really nice to sit down, talk to them, you know, like laugh. And we all go through the same things, because the people in your program, they all know what you're feeling when you're feeling stressed, when you're feeling overwhelmed, all these things. It's nice to have a group of people who understand and are on the same level. So it's just nice, you know, you don't feel alone. You're like, okay, like other people are going through this, like if they got it, I got it, we'll go through it together type shit. Yeah, like try to socialize, try to get out there. Also, it's like opportunity to like network and like build opportunities with people. Who knows, maybe you guys will step out of school and start a business together. Whatever it is, it's nice to be able to talk to people, so do that. Like that's coming from me. I'm a very shy individual. I like to keep to myself, but yeah, it's nice when somebody can come up to you and talk to you. I met so many nice people. Like, yes, Lauren is my #1, but yeah, there's other people who talk to me, and I just think that they're cool too, and like it's nice acquaintances. Another thing I would try to say is try to make your own lunch, because I be spending way too much money in college buying food because it's already there, and I had no time. I just woke up. I don't even care about doing my makeup. I don't care about anything, so obviously I'm gonna go and buy food instead of making a lunch. I think you will save a lot of money from making your own lunch, bringing it. They have all utilities there, like a microwave if you need it, whatever. Try not to spend so much money, because we're broke college students out here. If you have due dates, write it all out, because it's easy to forget while you're so focused to going in your classes and whatever. Also study. I say that as I winged every single one of my classes this semester, because it's summer semester. Leave me alone, okay? I don't want to be at school. Okay, it's summertime. Stay dedicated, stay disciplined, write things out. See that board right there? I write everything out, including my class times and whatever. I still don't remember till this day, because this semester is so unserious to me, but it's also like the most stressful semester so far. Yeah, don't lose your drive, okay? I know it's gonna beat you down so many times. Trust me, everyone's going through it, okay? As long as you like it, you enjoy it, then keep pushing. Get a laptop if you don't have a laptop, or an iPad. You know, I realized like I used to be like, even if I brought my laptop, I will write notes by hand because it's easier for me to remember. But now that things are picking up so much, like I write my notes on my laptop. Like I cannot be playing around with that shit. So have a laptop, have an iPad. A lot of the things they do like tests are electronics, so make sure you have your devices. If you don't, at specific colleges, my college does this, but they let you rent a laptop. Yeah, talk to your teachers as well. You know, you're paying them, so it's like at the end of the day, if you don't understand something, say something. Like, I know we be shy in this bitch, but don't be shy now. We're losing money as we speak. Speak up! Okay, like, if you don't understand something, you don't want to embarrass yourself in front of class, whatever. Ask a friend, ask your teacher. Even after class, they hang around sometimes, so you can figure out a time to talk to them about it. And also, my course is like attendance mandatory, so if you have labs and stuff, like, you're gonna have to be there. If you miss 2 classes, they're kicking your ass out, so make sure your attendance is up to par. If there's any problems, obviously you could probably work things out with a teacher depending on how they operate. I don't know, some people just aren't having it, some people are just grouchy. I had a very amazing teacher this semester, one of my lab teachers. I love her so much. I never felt more loved by someone, because the marks I get from her is crazy. I'm not saying that's the only reason why I love her, because that also has to do with my effort and what I'm doing. But also, like, there was this one day I cried all night and I barely got any sleep. I woke up, I was like, fuck, like, I've been looking like a bum for these past few months. Like, I didn't care about doing my makeup, whatever, and now my eyes are puffy. I'm gonna go to school, everyone's gonna know I had a mental breakdown. So I did my makeup, I looked at myself in the mirror, I was like, okay, that doesn't look like you cried. I went to school, nobody asked me anything about it, so I'm like, okay, I'm not looking like I had a mental breakdown last night and got no sleep. I went to my lab class, and at the end of the class, like, I'm telling you, like, during the class though, I was laughing, enjoying life, you know, cracking jokes with other people, like, trying to forget about what I just went through the night before that. And then at the end of class, I'm cleaning my supplies. My teacher just creeps up beside me and she's like, hey cutie, how are you? And I'm like, I'm fine, I'm okay. And she's like, no you're not. And I'm so awkward, I'm so freaking awkward. I was like, how did you know? Because she, like, got me shook, because nobody asked me for the whole day. Maybe they didn't want to, like, bring nothing up, but I was like, how the fuck did you know? And she's like, I'm a mom, I know. And I'm so awkward, I just ran away. I just, like, literally, like, ran away because I didn't know what to say, and I didn't want to have a deeper conversation about it because it did involve, like, family stuff. No, like, it's good to have a good relationship with your teachers too, because they really could, like, help you. What I realized with my lab teachers are they all want us to succeed, so they're very understanding. I feel like when you build a good relationship with teachers, which I usually always do, even if I'm shy or a bad kid in high school, like, teachers know me, teachers talk to me, teachers joke around with me, and I do the same with teachers. So I'm doing the same thing, and I just feel like they just like me, I don't know. It's very important to have a good relationship with your teacher too, so try to talk to your teachers as much as you can. Like, if there's parking at your school, get it. I had to pay $500 for parking this semester. Next semester coming up, oh boy is all I gotta say. But if you drive, yeah, that's important to, you know, get parking, because I had to park at, like, first come first serve parking when I didn't have a parking pass, and it was just, like, too much for me. Also, another thing that I have not been utilizing, and I think that I should, because I'm just missing out. I've been at school for 8 months, I should have been doing this, but you have so many student discounts as a student. Use it to your full advantage. Honestly, you're losing out on money. Like, use those student discounts, even on Spotify, all these other places. Like, my cousins really put me on, because I was like, okay, whatever, like, I don't want to go through the hassle of this. But you're saving money. Like, right now as we speak, I've just lost so much money because I had to sign up for my tuition for next semester, for the parking, just all these things. Like, in any aspect, if you could save money, try to save money, okay? Because you're gonna need it, okay? You're gonna need that. That's my advice for you. I know it's not, like, the most life-changing advice, but I'm just keeping it real. I feel like a lot of people like to act like everything's so easy, like, oh my gosh, yay, 7 a.m. waking up in the morning. I'm at school and I'm so happy to be here. No, like, you want to die. Every single day you're there, you want to die. But guess what? When you're already there doing your thing, you're like, you know what? This ain't really that bad. And that's what I will deal with. Okay, it's not that bad. Fine. Okay? It doesn't have to be great, it doesn't have to be extravagant, because school is school. Okay, but we do have fun at school sometimes, so I can't lie. Whoever is going to college, post-secondary, university, whatever it is, I know the nerves are always going to be there, but don't ruin your opportunities. Even if you go in and you find out you don't like it, you tried. You could always pick something else, or you could take a break and figure yourself out. Life is all about figuring yourself out. That is the true journey in life, to find out about yourself. Okay, you got this. Okay, but anyways, thank you for watching, guys. I appreciate you guys so much, and I'll see you guys in the next video.